Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this evening livestream, I'll begin my coverage of the level pack Mega Man Colors by JetHawk 74. Due to its sheer length, consisting of 28 levels, I'll be covering it over 3 weeks, starting with this one. The music you're hearing in the background is an 8-bit remix of Reach for the Stars from Sonic Colors done by Bulby. And no, it's not an SF replacement, it's a straight up OGG. In any case, let us begin with the intro stage, with 77 plays and a score of 34. No NSF replacements for this, I'm afraid. Only the bass tracks. Kind of sad, really. I always like it when level packs have NSF replacements. It adds to the character of the pack. Whoa, something's stuttering it. Essentially, Dr. Y is at it again. This time, he created a slew of 16 color masters instead of the usual 8 road masters. He really wanted to make sure Mega Man falls this time. Essentially, there are 2 sets of color RMs. First of 8, then second of 8. Essentially, the first ones are the usual ones, and the latter 8 are the fusion masters, mixtures of colors. Which is a pretty awesome mechanic, I'd say. It makes sense you would mix together the colors together. And at the end, we probably have a rainbow color scheme or something. Like Rainbow Man. That sounds neat, Jaden. And for those new viewers, if you're wondering why I'm taking so much damage, it's because damage boosting is very strong in this game. Dr. Crayon, another facsimile of Wily, I suppose. And really, I think it'd be Dr. Paint. Maybe we'll be able to play as the other characters later down the line. For an intro stage, this is longer than I expected. It feels like the introduction and a second stage right after. Which I'm okay with, but I want to point that out. Traditionally, a Mega Man intro stage is fairly short to introduce you to the mechanics and controls, whereas the actual stages are saved for RMs and later. Oh yeah, they also stole all the elevators. It's not a ROM hack, it's just a level pack. Essentially, what JetHawk did was create a series of levels using Mega Man Maker and uploaded them online. I haven't seen this done that much either, but it fit perfectly as electric-based. Good and done. Now that Mega Man's completed the intro stage, the first act of color RMs are out, those consisting of red, yellow, blue, pink, black, green, orange, and purple. So choose who I should go after first. Mega Man Maker is currently only available for the PC. It's a freeware fan game, so no purchase is needed. Despite its many flaws, I'd say it's pretty darn good. Okay. Flip the coin. So the first color RM I'm going after is green, Soldier Man. 32 plays, score of 12. As I mentioned at the start, due to this sheer length, I'm going to be covering 8 or 10 RMs today. Then the rest of the RMs and a few photo stages next week, and after that, the remaining photo stages and bonus stages. The numbers can be adjusted a bit depending on how long each stage is. Knowing JetHawk, each stage will take at least 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Thank you, JetHawk. You can repeat it after I defeat each boss, or are close to. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as all this engagement helps the channel. You can find the links to my Discord server and other social media either in the description below or on the bottom right part of the screen. Oh look, you can actually rescue Proto Man in base. Just need to find the keys. In addition to the usual startup rooms where you can pick up weapons and tanks, we have the addition of new characters. That's something no other level pack I've seen that has done this before, so good on you, JetHawk. Thing is, the problem is there are 8 photo stages and 4 bonus levels. I don't want to have to end up covering 12 levels on the final stream, nor do I want to have to split it up into 4 streams. That's the problem. But we'll see. I want to cover at least 8 RMs for today. Got it. Please don't spoil it, Pixel Boy. Not yet anyways. Calmaxing Edition. I'll get around to it once I finish up some other LPs. I don't want too many LPs running simultaneously, and I don't want more LPs stuck on hiatus. It's been a bad habit of mine that I'm trying to fix. Especially when I have to get back to Wildermid next week. Or the week after next week. Thank you, Pixel. It's quite exciting seeing how much progress Wildermid has made. And I know there's a surprise coming out, in addition to the surprise multiplayer. So for each stage, they'll follow a general color scheme, with most of the enemies, mechanics, backgrounds, assets following it. In this case, it's obviously green. With some other variations, but it's understandable why. The hardest part is when we go through the blue stage, where Mega Man may blend in. I guess for these enemies they'll have natural camouflage. No, YouTube, far from it. Have you played or seen Sonic Colors before, YouTube? Gotcha. I know both of them are 2D platformers. Well, 2D/3D in the case of Sonic Colors. But they have rather different gameplay styles. One is an action platformer. This one is a run-and-gun shooter. There's really only one version of Sonic Colors, and that's the Wii version, or Wii family. It's not like Unleashed, or Generations. Nonetheless, I'm happy of Sonic Colors Ultimate, for both the updates to the specs, graphics, and also because it's being released for the PC. Four Souls, I didn't say anything about it. Do you go further into detail about Four Souls? Is it a mod for Binding of Isaac? Generally, I have a preference for playing multiplayer non-emulated games, due to them inherently usually using a dedicated server. Difficulty-wise, this isn't too difficult, but it may peak up soon. And as we can see, it's already a bit of a longer level, 4 minutes. We don't even know much about Tails' purpose in the trailer. Well, we can mention things from the trailer, it's not like it's spoiling much. I don't blame you, Nuthouse. If you're not paying attention, some of the enemies can be camouflaged in, along with some of the hazardous areas. I like the Unity, but it can become a bit of a problem, because everything naturally has camouflage now. I like the aesthetics, but maybe I prefer if they stood out a bit more, or if there was a dual color system. When we get to the Fusion Masters, it won't be as big as a problem. Still not as nauseous as Mega Man 3D 2. That game was interesting with its perspective, but the camera. Too bad we don't have a green version. You could have used Tornado Man for this boss. He's green, and he's wind-based. Done and done. We get a weapon get screen, which should be one continuous section. Wing propeller. And a weapon demonstration screen. I like how many level packs are doing this. It's become a common trend, and it's a good thing ever since Mega Man 11 introduced it. Thank you everyone for following this. I can expect the rest of the stage to take at least 6 minutes, orbiting around that. Okay, who's next? Down goes green. There are 7 colors left to go. Yeah, even David did, despite their level's many flaws, which is good. Red, yellow, blue, pink, black, orange, purple. I'll get back to covering their stages once they pop up once again. It'd make for a filler episode, however. Okay, 20 more seconds. The second RM I'm going after is Red Hotman. 102 plays, score of 33. A quick question. How much time do you spend working on this level pack, JetHawk? Welcome to the volcano. Oh joy, this is harder on the eyes. You may want to look away, Nuthouse. Wait, only 4 to 5 hours for all the stages? Okay, I was referring to the entire stage, all the stages combined, not just this stage. I'm guessing then at least 140 hours? I do, YouTube. It looks neat. Gaming introduction could use some work, but it's not too bad. They're not too dangerous. This isn't like the situation in Slash Shell's fan game. If a mechanic or enemy isn't as hazardous, it doesn't need to be as isolated. The level of isolation should be dependent on how hazardous or game-changing the mechanic is to Mega. At least that's how I see it. The point of isolating mechanics, or rather new things in general, is so players don't get overwhelmed or distracted by other things. You don't want to accidentally teach the player the wrong thing, especially when it becomes crucial later down the line. Alternate path? To be fair, it takes a lot longer for me to finish one stage, going by my experiences. Or any tank. I must have missed an extra one in a previous stage. I don't think it was behind a weapon block though. Those are merely for shortcuts, I think. Ow. Oh, alternate path for one of the Rock Force members. I didn't think they'd also show up here, so that was Fireman's route. As a reminder, tomorrow morning I'll be covering demos or entireties of 4 Mega Man Classic fan games. To clarify an earlier statement of 3 of them having hope, I was referring more to the level designers or creators of those fan games. Not so much the games themselves. Oh boy, this is overwhelmingly red. After that, Sunday evening, Scaleboy Refractured. I'm gonna see if I can complete the game. If not, I'll finish the rest of the game off-screen. Jaden's right, we need to move on to another indie game because I'm starting to get overwhelmed by the number. Especially when I buy a new bundle of 400 games. I need to get around to playing... what's the name? Oh yeah. Gem Wizard Tactics. I like this mechanic. Currently it's one of my favorite stages. In fact, this stage and the previous stage are better than most of the stages I featured this morning. But that's a good sign. Paper Mario's for a different day, YouTube. I'm not forgetting it. Mighty Goose is an indie, yes, but... oh no. 1 second, let me run away from all the deathful flames everywhere. Scarier than it actually looks. As I was saying, yes, an indie, but I need a key. In most cases, I will not buy a game when it's released immediately. I'll wait for it to go on sale at the very least, unless I get a key. And please watch some of the non-Mega Man streams. Even I don't just focus on Mega Man in my off time. It gets boring after a while. That's one of the main reasons why I branched out from Mega Man. It's a fun series, but it kinda gets boring playing the same game over and over. Even the best designed games with the most replayability, they can become a bit boring over time. If you keep playing them for several hundred hours every week without fail. Nonetheless, I'm happy for all of you to be attending the stream on a regular basis. It's very appreciated. I still find them fun, but after a while, if I play them for too long, I get a bit overly snippy. As a quick aside, Skull Boy is probably going to require only one more stream to complete. If not, I'll do it off screen. Paper Mario only requires about 3 more streams to complete. On the next stream, I'll finish Chapter 7 and do many of the side quests. I've been putting them off for long enough. And then in the stream after that, probably more side quests, and then Chapter 8 and the finale. The LP will not be a 100% playthrough of Paper Mario. It's more of an 80% with some of the side quests done. Cyber Shadow was definitely one of the better LP experiences. My only real complaints are just one chapter and half of the final chapter. That's it. Oh boy, this took about 7.5 minutes. This does not bode well. I wouldn't exactly call the games after X3 bad. I still like X4, 5, and 8. In fact, I like X4, 5, and 8 more than 3 and 2. Definitely my favorite stage of the pack so far, and of every stage I covered today. Nonetheless, once I get around to finishing Gem Wizard Tactics sufficiently enough, we're off to Smelter. Captain N was... well, it was licensed from Nintendo, I believe, but N went really in different directions. X6 and X7, yeah, I agree. The number 3 RM I'm going after is Purple, aka Zone Man. 46 plays and a score of 13. Mega Man X8 was released in December 7th of 2004 in North America. It's been over 15 years since that game. X9, yeah, no sign of it yet. There is a mystery title that's aiming to be released in 2022, but we have no clue what it is. It may be a package of Battle Network Star Force, maybe it'd be another classic game, an X game, or perhaps even an entirely new sub-series. So, by defeating 2 DRMs, Proto Man is now playable. Let's take him out for a spin, why not? I can understand why. I like the movement abilities of X more, jumping, dashing, wall jumping, but compared to Mega Man Classic, it doesn't take full advantage of those features, as well as the mechanics. On the other hand, I feel it has better enemy-based challenges, sometimes, due to the more mobility options you have by default. Put it another way, I think you can do a better job on enemy encounters or combat encounters, but does a poor job in general in terms of level objects and gimmicks. Which is a shame really, because if it accomplished that more, I'd outright say it's better than the classic series. To me it'd be. But right now, even though I like several of the X entries, in terms of potential, it's not as realized as classic. Despite it having more potential in terms of depth and breadth. I still like playing them, false aside. Yeah, the tile set is much less glaring on the eyes. It's a soft purple. first one was kind of in-your-face green, red was kind of eye-glaring. This, much better. Mainly as its 2 shades of purple. We sort of have pink, and we have deep purple. I still say the X series did a better job than some of the subsequent series. C0 and especially ZX. My main issue with the Zero series is the screen size. Too much screen crunch. If I could see further ahead and behind, I'd like the game series a lot more. And it took until Zero Tree for them to really hit their stride. Whereas compared with the X series, it hit its stride starting from the first game. It hit the ground running. And ZX, well, it had focus issues. The first game was a Metroidvania with a bad map and confusing progression. The second one, it was easy to progress, but each of the abilities wasn't really explored much. I'd say that the sub-series that did the best job in the entire Mega Man franchise are the Classic series, the X series, and the Battle Network series. Come on. This is Nightman's area. If you want to start with a good game in the Zero series, start with 3 or 4. Or the best at least. For Battle Network, start with 2 or 3. I give Capcom a bit more leeway in terms of for Battle Network 1 and 2, namely as it was the first time they made a card battling action RPG like that. Whereas I'm less forgiving with the Zero series because it's a 2D action platformer. Hi Deco. As for ZX, well, that depends on how much you like 0, 3, or 4. Hello there. To be fair, as we established in previous streams, the Zero and ZX series are kind of a love or hated affair on this channel. Remakes are... well, depends on a bunch of things. Wily Wars was interesting, but it had lag issues and some inaccuracies. Powered Up was neat, but it really need to go further than 1. I still say that Powered Up 1 is straight up better than Mega Man 1 in every category. Okay, don't go down there. Nope, no DMCA rant. I was just discussing the other Mega Man sub-series. If you want to play Wily Wars, play the version that's on the Sega Genesis Mini, or use an emulator which allows for overclocking, and play the NA or Japanese version. My only wish is we had a Powered Up 2. Mega Man 2 desperately needs a remake. Same with Maverick Hunter X. X didn't really need as much of a remake, but I would have liked to see what they did for X2. Good. That's the best way of playing that game, by far. I'll eventually get around to playing it too. That was the first den in this pack, by the way. In general, so far, difficulty-wise, this is not that difficult. It's about average, so to speak. Now we're truly entering and exiting the zone. When in doubt, damage boost. There are several fixes to that, but in terms of quality, it doesn't really fix some of the fundamental issues I have with 1, 2, and 3. But those more have to do with weapon balancing, boss design, and level design. Wily Tower is nice though. Hence why I said, make sure to play the NA version and on an emulator which allows overclocking. I wish we got to this part of the stage earlier, where all the teleporters come into play. I wish there was a full-on remake of 2 and 3, similar to the way Powered Up did it. Maybe not with a chibi art style, but at least fixing many of the issues. 2 suffered from first game-itis syndrome. And 3, it was rushed. Sequel Wars is looking exciting. Although, compared to 1, 2, and 3, compared to Wily Wars, it has a narrower focus. Nonetheless, they fixed most of the lag issues, and added multiplayer. Bye. They didn't remove the killers. They were still in the demo. Triple Blade, we're out of here. And the demo was fine, I guess. It had issues. One game-breaking issue. But it was fine. I'm greatly looking forward to the next demo. Yep, I played hard at 1, 2, 3, and 4, and completed all of them on stream. "40 seconds on the clock." Okay then, we have a clear victor. Fourth color RM the fourth color RM I'm going up against is blue, aka Soap Woman, with 81 plays and a score of 25. I'm not gonna do blue on blue. I'm not gonna do blue on blue. So time to bring out blues, aka Proto. We have the soap, now we just need the shampoo and water. And a towel later. Yeah, definitely a better idea not to play as Mega Man for this. Imagine going to an underwater section with spikes. This is a purple enemy. This should have been Zone Man. Once again, I wish in a future level pack of yours, Jaden, you had NSF replacements. It makes each of the packs stand out more. In fact, for next week and the next 2 weeks, you still have the option of adding in NSFs for the remaining levels. You know, despite everything being a shade of blue, it's not as eye-glaring as the red stage, Hot Man, namely as there's 3 shades of blue here. Well, 4. It's when everything is a closer shade of red and it's brighter, it becomes more of a nuisance. This wins the reward of being the prettiest stage so far. I like it. So many blocks, so many of these blocks blocking off the tanks requires a triple blade. I'd probably vary it up more. Can I even reach it? I don't think I can. I need base. Or a different weapon. Oh well. How many stages? 4 so far. This is stage number 5. You missed interstage and tree RMs. That's fine. Right now, this level pack is okay to decent-ish. Nothing too frustrating, nothing too difficult. I guess it's fine. Outside of its car gimmick, and maybe a few of the sections, it does play kind of safe. Albeit with some exceptions, like Hot Man. I probably recommend this more to lesser experienced Mega Man Maker players. Or perhaps newbies. Most level packs are kind of designed in mind with people who already played several Mega Man games in the past. It's nice to see some of these packs are designed for newbies or average skilled players, less than average skilled players, while still being decently constructed. It does have its problems, yes, but they're not glaring. The overall pack has a consistent quality to it. It doesn't feel like it's unstable, as some other level packs had. For example, Roger's level pack. I liked several parts of it, but yikes, difficulty and quality could be rather unstable there. This one has a nice unifying theme to it. Unifying flavor, I guess. Sometimes it's nice to play a game which has consistent quality. Consistent, reliable. Hey, the patio. Take your time. Ah, Sunshine. I need to eventually play that. That and that ROM hack. The only thing I've heard of Sunshine is that the reception is kind of a mixed bag. Correct me if I'm wrong. Down goes the soap. Melted in the water. Just an offhand mention. Just not to rush the level pack. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. Please vote from the remaining 4 color RMs of the first set. And I'm back. Hope you liked the intermission, team. I'll be using a lot of other teams from that game. We have a clear victor. The 5th RM I'm going after is codename Black, Nightman, with 65 plays and a score of 18. I see, Jaden. When I eventually get around to covering it... Consistency is nice in terms of quality, difficulty level design. Sometimes it makes up for the overall quality being lower. One of my gripes with Rajol 2's level pack, which I'll get into soon. Let's go with Mega this time. One of my gripes with Rajol 2's level pack is its inconsistent quality and difficulty. That's what turned me off from the game. Turned me off from the level pack. There were interesting bits and pieces, but yikes. And then there was the issue with the fortresses sometimes being easier or more difficult than the thing preceding it. There were issues of progression is another way. This, however, all the levels feel about the same in terms of difficulty, so maybe with 1 or 2 exceptions, they're all good starting points. and nothing feels like it's out of place. They all feel like they belong in the same pack. For this one, I didn't want to use that standby music anyways. I wanted to use Color's music. Also celebration this one. He escaped. So many blocks require this. I'd vary it up. Now, I don't mind if different levels for example, I don't mind if different levels in the initial 8 ARM set have different difficulties. Most Mega Man Classic games, or Mega Man games in general, have different difficulties for each RM. Hence why there's only really 1 or 2 or 3 good starting points. Recommended, at least. Where I more have issues with is if levels later down the line in the Fortress are easier or more difficult. In general, I want a steady or solid difficulty progression, where the ARM stages are in general less difficult than the first Fortress, and those stages in general are less difficult than the second Fortress. That was an issue with Module 2's pack. The only exception in this rule are optional stages. Oil Man time. Good. I wonder what's up there. Choose your luck. Oh, I picked wrong. I should have gone to number 3. Oh, wait a minute, I can do it again, I guess. Nope. As long as it doesn't vary too much, I'm fine with it. So I don't break the stage, I won't go it again. Otherwise I could just suck up all those tanks too. You know, for a stage titled Code Black, it's more grayish colored, plus other enemies. It's more like darkish colored enemies. Which makes sense, as most of the tile sets in Mega Man Maker aren't jet black. At most, they're just gray. Some exceptions do exist, like the pitch black point ends. And the mines. Hopefully by the end of next week, I'll be able to finish cataloging most of the games I have on Backloggery, minus much of the shovelware. Then eventually I can have stuff like fortune cookie streams, and perhaps actual better suggestions. Oilman again? Wait. I'm keeping this with me, thank you very much. Not that it'll matter that much because this is the end of the stage. Wait, I want to try something. It'd be a fun Easter egg if that was actually one of his weaknesses. One of the weakest stages so far. I got... Knight Rider. Okay, I keep the oil slider, never mind. Thanks, JetHawk. 5 down, 3 left to go. Yellow, pink, or orange. "30 seconds on the clock. We have a very clear victor here. 6th round up is Codename Yellow, Shine Woman. 44 plays, score of 12. Oh yeah, that, and actually another game. I believe the Aquaman game. I almost have rescued the other character. Too bad Roll isn't here. Out of the many different intro weapon pickup screens we have showcased in these level packs, this is by far one of my favorites. Straight and to the point. Yeah, I get sunglasses. Still not as eye-glaring as the red screen. Pro tip to people who are making these levels in stuff like Megamix, or their own custom engines. Try focusing on one shade of the color. Try focusing one color but with multiple shades. Like instead of having one shade of yellow, have multiple shades of yellow. That way makes it less eye-glaring. Well, I've had 4 or 5 of them. Oh yeah, I mixed up the weapons. I got Orange Man's weapon. Oops. Okay, pretend I have that instead. Make sure the foreground is cleared in the background, and an easy way to accomplish that is by darkening the background. Make the foreground brighter and or more in focus compared to the background. Ah yes, Titus was a legit developer. Shame what happened to them. With a 2.5D perspective, you can have even more fun with the foregrounds and backgrounds, especially if players have the ability to travel between the screens, or background and foreground. If you want to develop a Mega Man fan game, I strongly suggest using the Megamix engine. It has pretty much everything you need. I don't blame them. After a while, making video games, especially in industry, becomes a grind. I never even played Superman 64, and I still know how infamous it is. Nope. Rejected. Superman 64 was so bad it's good, or so bad it's funny, or so bad it's horrible. That's why I remember more than stuff like Batman from the future. Or this again. I'd advise changing the block types a bit so they aren't all triple blade. Yeah, that seems accurate. Even if you put aside the things that were rushed, it's barely a game. Well, it's not barely a game. It barely does much. It just feels more like a tech demo for a game, even if you put it aside. Like you're putting the game together during the development. Anyone hit, and I'm vaporized. Now I need 2 hits. Please, something drop health. What is Mythology Sub-Zero? That's the first time I've heard about that game. Okay, that's good. Yeah, yellow's difficult. No kidding. Oh, you're kidding me. This is definitely the climax. We made it to the boss door. One of the longest stages, but that's due to me playing it slowly. Oh, that's the one. Was that for SNES or PS1? Me neither, Jaden. I usually try to find for redeemable parts of better than, I guess, flawed titles. Now it makes sense. I knew there was a Mortal Kombat title released for those 2 consoles. Shine... Shocker. I was worried for a moment it was going to be something like Spark Shock. Oh, in which case, if you don't want to play on the original console, just play in the PS1 version and overclock the loading times. Two options left, pink or orange. Looks like everyone wants a glass of orange juice. 7th RM up is Codename Orange, Fixman. 47 plays and a score 14. Special Forces. Was that the Mortal Kombat game for PlayStation by Midway? Oh, that one then. Yeah, that sucked. I played it once at a store. Didn't really find it appealing. Okay, base is free. Time to place him. He's technically supposed to be free after, I think, 4 or 6 colors. I decided to say it after 6 colors are defeated. And this time, I'm remembering to pick up the correct weapon. Yellowish orange, more on the oranges. He's a tower platforming, but combat, yeah. To be fair, this pack's platforming isn't too difficult. The toughest parts are usually dealing with enemies, stage yellow notwithstanding. Oof, more. Would have benefited from darkening the background, if it was possible, I mean. The ground is one of those games which... it depends on how much you're into resource collection games. If you're not, I don't recommend it. It does have a steady sense of progression though, that's one of its best benefits. My biggest gripe is that I wish it had a better recipe list, showing which items can be built at which buildings. Eventually, I will edit down the stream footage into a sort of LP format or highlights, because yikes. At least half my time when I streamed it was just wandering around or collecting stuff. Make that 1/3 was wandering around trying to find stuff, the other third was resource collection, The other third was actual progression. So yeah, there will be a stream highlights version, and I may play through the game again off-stream, with all the knowledge I've accrued over time. We can use that as where the start-off point where the mirrors are still alive. I'm supposed to use this for the other characters, but, base. I can't comment either way. The only 3D Mortal Kombat game I sampled was that aforementioned awful one. The only other Mortal Kombat game I played was this, I think the SNES one. Though with a censored version. That's one thing Mortal Kombat has going for it. Another thing. In a way, this kind of feels like Hotman Part 0. Before we enter the volcano. It's supposed to be a junkyard / construction site, but it has quite a few fire stuff. Or fire related. Lauren's story. Maybe not the story, but the lore. A problem for many long-running fighting games. Oh hey, the fourth snake. I think I watched a video from them in regards to one of the Mortal Kombat adaptations. Only for an extra life? Well, I shouldn't be saying only, but with unlimited lives, I'd much prefer an E-Tank for that. Oh, we're being raided. Hello to all the viewers from Mega Team Up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for attending the stream, everyone. It's very appreciated. You too. Thank you for covering all of those games. Even if they're kind of cruddy, it's still neat to see. Currently I'm the last part of Act 4 of this level pack. Feel free to join the Discord server. Links in the description below. And you're the man too. By defeating Codename Orange, we get Coltro. So that's 7 of the codenames done, which leaves only 1 left. Codename Ping, Love Woman, 58 plays, score of 20. Must be anti-gravity coal. We played mostly Mega Man and Proto, so more base. I'll spread the love for the next ones. We're off to break someone's heart. Quick question. Could you go into more detail what Isaac 4 Souls is? You mentioned it a few times, but you got disconnected. How big is the cast in Mortal Kombat? I know it has a large cast, but I don't know the rough quantity. Is it 60, 80, 100? Ah, you played that via Tabletop Simulator? I've heard lots of good things about that. Maybe I'll purchase it during the next Steam summer sale. Once again, please change some of the weapon blocks to a different weapon. Imagine what would happen if you went through Blade Man stage for the purple stage first. If you didn't go through it first. You'd be locked out of all of these. So Cupman's time to shine. Pair with base, this is pretty good. You mean the first book in the series? It doesn't really appeal that much to me. Ooh, M-Tank. That's handy. I'd still place all my E-Tanks there because those sections aren't too challenging. M-Tanks require a greater degree of challenge. It's not eye-glaring pink, it's softer pink usually, with some shades of purple here and there. Whoa. Yeah, canonically exist. Let's keep it simple. Let's not include bonus characters and whatnot. Yeah. So no Jason, no Kruger, no Spawn, no TMNT, no Robocop, etc. 79, yikes. So only about 10 of them are used properly. At a certain point, I don't blame them, but if it's only 10%, there's a problem. Wow, fell for the same trap. If the game had more of an excuse plot, I'd write it off, but Mortal Kombat doesn't have an excuse plot. It actually treats it seriously, to a certain degree of seriousness. There are ways you can get away with having a large cast of characters and a non-excuse plot. But in which case, you need a much more character-focused narrative, not in like an overall focused, unless you make it somewhat generic. Shao Kahn. Even I know how brutal he is. In the exact same place, too, which makes it even more embarrassing. I guess the stage's main gimmick is barriers. The best way I'd say to have a love stage mechanic would be pacifism, like the mechanic in Magma 1 Wily Tree. What a change in character. There's a lot of stuff on my plate which I want to read, so I won't take any reading suggestions right now. Last up is you. And of course this is Charge Man, who's not pink at all. You should have been Time Man or Yamada Man instead. You'd fit the bill better. At which point, I have no idea who you're referring to. I'll take your word for it. And that's that. All 8 of the first Color Masters have been demolished. I got her weapon, the Love Arrow. But following their defeat, Dr. Crayon fuses together the Masters to create 8 new Crayon Masters, or Color Masters, which are the following: Aqua, Gray, Violet, White, Brown, Lime, Navy Blue, and Magenta. But I'll be saving Act 2 for next week. Therein, I'll cover Act 2 and part of Act 3. You're right, Lepadio. In any case, thanks for watching the stream, everyone. Tomorrow morning, I'll be covering the demos or full games of Mega Man Time Adventure, Mega Man The Final Gear, and 2 others. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.